underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Ravens nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
8 yards.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
A gain of 12.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon Dunn.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They find some open field here. There he goes,
Showtime
right side.
Today, baby.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Devin Duvernay. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The ball carrier.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and
a big loss here as he's taken down.
Deshaun Watson.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Fielded at about the 28. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
On the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Texans' 46-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. From the gun, Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Devin Duvernay with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter.
Ravens 14, Texans 7. Justin Tucker to
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
It's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Now it's Watson. Forced out to his left. He'll run it.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Texans 7.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gritty play there, put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing, but how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over first down.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now Jackson on first down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Mark Andrews, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
For the extra point.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Wolf there on the stop.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd
From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
First down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
On the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
It's now 3rd down.
Watson. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston.
In punt formation for the Texans.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On first down, Dobbins. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Taken in the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. 1st and 10. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, 1st down.
McKinney on the tackle.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Jackson.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Albert Okuebuna. His 1st NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 26 yards on the play there. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. The final shot before the break. Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Faking the give, now Watson. Rolling to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very... And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
Makes the score.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Gain of 5.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Brings up fourth down.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Oh, yeah.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 6 yards left on second down.
2nd and 6.
Jackson will throw again. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Tucker now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score, Ravens 49, Texans 13. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes are under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Watson again. This is Johnson. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 83 yards. And the Texans claw one back. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I talked to one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
I got homies that can sleep with them.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens add on. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Ravens 56, Texans 19. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain on 3rd down. Johnson. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass.
And look at this, another fake, and he will not make it. They stop him short of the 1st down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson rolling to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Jackson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. taking it in from 4 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson. Now he'll escape to his right. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Mark Andrews. Touchdown.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36. And many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl in his 2nd season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
70.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.